This video was brought to you by Stormberg, a better route planner, MisterGreen, Kempower and Marcus Bil. Yo, what's up? We're now at Ioniq and behind me here you see Polestar 2 PP. We're gonna do range test with it. This is the latest version with the heat pump, so it should be more efficient than before. I have one measurement last winter, about 4 degrees Celsius. I'm not sure how cold it is now, but we have similar driving condition, but the new updated version. So hopefully we will get a good result. The only problem is that since this is the PP, PP means performance pack. It has Michelin, oh that's a bit unusual, Michelin 245/40/20 inch wheels. Let me see how to see, since it's not very common, I don't know what the heck these tires are called. And it's a bit smutsy. But let me show you here. Polestar, it's still the same as before, 68 kilowatt hour gross capacity, around 63 kilowatt hour net capacity. Okay, they're called X-Ice Snow. All right, studless tires. So we're just topping out the battery a little bit. Nice speed, but the battery is not optimal temperature, but that doesn't matter. Okay, so what we're going to do is just do a part test. We don't have to test the whole battery. We already know the net capacity. So the plan is to drive north. Let me see. Should I just go to Strandlykkja? Where's Strandlykkja? Oh, let me see. Just to get this. Okay, let me check. Maybe Espa. That's 60 kilometers to it. This is Strandlykkja. I guess Strandlykkja should be enough. 50 kilometers there, right? No, wait. Is that Espa? Let me check. It's kind of hard to tell. No, that is Strandlykkja. Yeah, oh, sorry for the exposure. This is always, yeah, you see, screen is usually more brighter than the environment. You just don't notice it, but your brain is doing lots of HDR processing. But okay, yeah, that's Strandlykkja. Espa is further north, but this is a cool feature with Polestar, is that it will tell you how many % you will arrive with if you go to that location. And it's pretty good at estimating it, except for that it tends to calculate purely based on speed limit. So it doesn't detect how fast or slow you'll be driving. We will actually be driving slightly under the speed limit now in the 90 test, and then we will go over the speed limit in the 120 test. But okay, close enough. We should have plenty of juice. So off we go. All right, so we are on the move now. So we have to cruise at 91 kilometers per hour on the speedo to match the 90 GPS. Well, it tends to go a little bit over, but it's sometimes over, sometimes under. That's fine. And then we have this with the new version. We have something called Range Assistant. You fire up that one, you get some instant numbers and some stuff here. So this is, it could be kind of confusing because we have projected range 120 kilometers, but in this display it says we have 150 kilometer range. Well, that's because this app here is a separate app, similar to Tesla when they have the energy graph, where you also see some range numbers, whereas in Tesla that number you usually see in the screen is actually based on a fixed number. I'm not sure how it is in Polestar. Maybe it's also based on fixed, I don't remember. But okay, so many people would say, Bjørn, you have to use this eco-climate mode, because eco-climate mode will enable some I don't know, torque sleep. I actually don't know what the heck it does, but it's been claimed that the latest version, the 1.7 version, software version, has some kind of optimization of drivetrain to make it more efficient. Well, my question is, why do we have to enable something like this to get it more efficient? And I tried it, trust me, I tried this feature in this car and in the single motor, and the problem is that every time I enable it, it gets really cold in here. So I don't want to sacrifice the comfort just for and also I actually haven't noticed any difference in consumption, except for that I start freezing. But the problem is that this one here resets every time you start, so I tend to forget to reset it anyway. But the main point is that we shouldn't sacrifice comfort in winter now when it's 0 degrees outside, just to stretch the range a little bit. And the headlights on the Polestar here are the best I have tried ever in any EV. See, right now I'm using the adaptive mode, so it turns on automatically and then it turns off. So it will turn in the curves, it will rotate and also there is a matrix and lots of segments, and it's super responsive. Some cars system, they tend to be a bit slow, sluggish, but not with this one. And also the high beam shine really wide and strong. So I can't show you guys right now, but you guys seen it before in the dedicated headlight test. So one thing though, let me see. No, it doesn't happen here, but I experienced it when I drove through Sweden on dark Swedish roads at night, that oncoming traffic, they tend to flash at me, especially when I use the adaptive mode. I feel like it's turning off the adaptive lights a bit late, and then the mother truckers on the other side, they flash at me, and then it triggers a mechanism. But I think it actually has something to do with that. You know, when you go to driving school, they always teach you that you have to keep the high beam on until you have a couple of 100 meters left, and then you turn it off. But many people nowadays, they tend to turn off the high beam 500 meters, a kilometer away, which is actually too early. You are not really blinded by the light that far away, well, unless you have LED bar. But yeah, so that's probably why the truckers flash at me. But also, even when I have low beam, you can see that the right side of the low beam is a bit high-ish, which is good because you want to see animals or any obstacle on the side of the road. But that strong low beam also triggers the truckers to flash at me. It happens all the time, even if I'm in manual mode. I don't use adaptive mode. So can anything be changed? Well, if you turn down the lights, then you will have less safety. So I guess that's just the way it is. We are back at Ioniq filling up some premium electricity. But okay, so this test, it was 220 watt-hour per kilometer, 1 degree. It was actually 0 degrees during the trip. But look at the distance, 64 kilometers. According to Google, it's 66 kilometers. I also measured during 1,000 kilometer challenge that this car underreports distance by at least roughly 2.5%. So that means that the true consumption is then 215 watt-hour per kilometer. So, all right, now we're gonna use it. Can we see how fast we're charging now? Oh, it's slightly colgating. We're supposed to get 150 kilowatt right now. Okay, but we'll top a little bit, and then we go for the high-speed run. We are now on the 120 test. So, yes, it is loud in here. We have 20-inch wheels. And also the Polestar is not the most quiet one when it comes to road noise. And also, yeah, the bridge gap here with the PP. We have adjustable Öhlins dampers at least. So if I own the car, I would probably adjust them to be slightly more comfortable. I'm not sure what setting it is now. It might be some default setting which is somewhere in the middle. But I don't go tracking, so that's why, yeah. But man, those headlights, bam, huh? Like a boss. Wow, noise. Wait, okay, I have to turn it off. We're back at Ioniq, and yeah. Oh, now what? Why does it keep doing this? You can continue your journey now. Well, but I haven't navigated anywhere. It keeps happening all the time. Okay, anyway. So, high consumption, we correct for the under-reporting, but it's still high. So we're going to look at the result afterwards. But I want to show you something here that... oh, no, this is... Okay. We are charging not at optimal speed. The battery is not that... I mean, it's getting warm now, but I'm going to do a charging test. So, just as a bonus run, we will now go... Again, once more, maybe not the full run, a little bit to the north here, and then back again. But what we're going to do now is that we will navigate to Ioniq. So that's the new feature with the version 1.7 software, is that as long as you navigate and we have something like this information about charger, the car will then preheat the battery before fast charging, and you will see that the consumption will be higher. So, well, I guess it doesn't make sense now. Yeah, I guess I should leave first before I do that. But okay, anyway, I think we are good to go now. Yeah, let go. Well, back at Ioniq again. So, if you look at the result now, in the 90 test, we actually got higher consumption this time versus last time. It was a couple of degrees higher temperature last time we tested. That was, I think it was over a year ago. But remember that that was 19-inch wheels versus 20-inch wheels here. It could be slightly worse there. And then in the high-speed test, which I didn't do last time, you see that this car is quite thirsty, as expected. And then as a bonus, I also checked now if we navigate into a fast charger, Ioniq or whatever fast charger, you see that the consumption was significantly higher. And if you do the math based on 120 kilometers per hour, it translates to 3.2 kilowatts. So that's the extra power the car pulls for heating up the battery. So this is actually quite a good indication that it is working. And also when I did 1,000 kilometer challenge, I also saw that it was working. So yes, what should I say about the consumption and range? Actually, based on this, I can't really say if the heat pump is any more efficient than the one without heat pump, really. So, okay, at least I did the test now, so now you guys know. So that's going to be it for now. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.